You got a flag down.
Oofside.
Everyone but the center. Offense.
Welcome to Oofsides. I'm your host, Thad Castle. Who are you people?
I am
Milk Plum.
I'm Jabbar
Aaron
Gaffney.
Milk Plum.
And I am Aaron Smith.
And this episode's brought to you by Cleo Lemon.
Milk Plum.
How you guys doing this week?
Milk
I'm
Plum.
feeling pretty good.
Worse than last week.
Milk Plum.
I'm feeling really damn good, actually.
Milk
Yeah.
Plum.
Jack, are you okay over there?
Milk Plum.
So before we get into this, I want to go over just how dog shit we were at Pick'ems or Pick They Thems last week.
I was
should say
good.
2 out of 3 of us. Yeah, Steven went 10-5. And then it was Dewey 6-9, and then me at 5-10. And despite that, I still have the lead in Pick They Thems. So I'm pretty proud of that. But my lead has disappeared in the span of a week.
I'm feeling very good about the games in which that I picked correctly instead of these idiots that didn't. I picked the Jaguars. I picked the Colts. Picked the Steelers. I picked
You're
the
spoiling.
Bengals, and I picked the Raiders. Dewey,
I'm so mad.
everybody watches football.
No.
Shut up!
Shut up.
Yeah, we might
I
as
bet
well
you
get
like
into
prunes.
it.
He is a prune, you know that?
True.
This episode's
Big
already
old
off to a
prune
terrible
boy.
start.
Jack, I'm gonna
This is
probe your
prune
ass with a
sides.
plum.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
Escape
start with
sides.
Thursday night's game because I think this is like the 3rd time this year that I lost a lock, and this is the 2nd week in a row I've been burned on a lock by the fucking Bears because the Bears beat the Commies 40-20. In my defense, if I knew I was also locking against Dick Butkus, I would not have locked this game.
Mhm.
But here we are. So
Yeah, that got all of us. What the
Yeah,
hell
it
was
did.
Washington doing? Are you good
Wow,
or not?
Sam Howell threw fucking 51 times. The fuck?
He threw for
It's-
388. Like, he actually had a really good game. The
Got
defense,
outplayed by Justin Fields. I'd be sick.
the Commander's defense
I'd
is
be
probably
so
one of the
sick.
most disappointing units on either side of the ball so far this season.
yeah.
I don't know what Jack Del Rio has been doing differently than he was last year, if anything. But if anything changed, it should probably be undone before it gets too
Talked
late.
about this last night. But Jack Del Rio needs to bring back the suit.
On
He brings
God.
back the suit.
He does.
He
yeah.
wins. He
That
wins
is
a
true.
lot.
It would be really funny though, like if your head coach isn't in a suit, but your DC is. So like the head coach is just getting shown up by the guy only managing half the team.
He should have like a suit shirt, but like Nike shorts.
That, or at least give him like the T-shirt that looks like a tuxedo on it,
Yeah, that.
and a tuxedo T-shirt and jorts. That's what I want my coach to
It's
be
just
wearing.
Gardner
No, not the
Minshew.
shorts.
It is just Gardner Minshew, actually. The big thing with this game, though, was like the Broncos defense, or not the Broncos, the Bears
Broncos.
defense, like actually did stuff this game,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah, for a
very
change.
unlike them. I think coming into this game, I think they had a sack on the season, and they got, how many was it? They got 5. So
I think Sam Howell's gonna break the fucking sack record this season, bro.
yeah,
This
Yeah,
man has no pocket awareness whatsoever. It's insane.
he's on pace for over 100 this year.
What?
Like,
wait, let me do the math again, because
Seriously?
after the
No.
9 sack game, I know he was. Hang on. So he's been sacked how many times?
let's see.
lot.
The Cardinals got him 6 times in week 1. Let's see. The Broncos got him 4 times in week 2.
Sacked almost 30 times already.
The Bills had 9 in week 3. So what's that?
What
6,
is he on pace
4,
for?
so 6, 10. That's 7 or 19 through the first
19.
3 weeks.
And then,
The Eagles got him 5 times, so 24. Then
Oh
yeah, the Bears got him 5 times. So, yeah, 29 sacks in 5 games for Sam Howell.
so he's averaging just under 6 sacks a game.
Oh my god, he can break it.
And then 6 times
Yeah,
17.
what is the record?
On
in a
pace
season?
for 102.
Oh my fucking
Most
God.
times sacked in NFL season.
I don't think I've seen a quarterback with negative pocket awareness like Sam Howell, though. That man has no idea where pressure's coming from.
So the
It's
record,
insane to me.
The record is David Carr. His rookie year was 76 times. Randall Cunningham, also, I believe, his rookie year, 72 times. David Carr again at 68. John Kitna, 63 times for the Lions. Deshaun Watson for the Texans a few years ago.
Yeah,
A lot
Carr
of
That
holds
one's
the record
surprising.
at-
That's
Carr
crazy.
holds the record at 76, and that's going to get demolished this year.
Yeah, at this
Mhm.
rate, absolutely.
Oh my god, dude.
Um,
This is absurd.
David
Yeah.
Carr never had a chance to be successful in his career.
No.
no,
No,
not
David
at
Carr, that
all.
was all on him. I watched David Carr highlights, and that motherfucker would just hold onto the ball as long as possible.
Hey,
It was fucking infuriating.
I'm not saying David Carr was good, but I don't know if there's any quarterback in the history of the NFL that was put in a worse situation upon joining the league than he was.
Josh
Tim Couch.
Rosen.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Rosen.
Couch,
Guy was
too.
in a disaster class of a team.
Now,
and the
Sam
guy
Howell's in
got
a much better.
kicked in.
Sam Howell's in a much better spot, but the O line is.
Well,
I mean, he's in a much better spot. But man, pocket awareness.
Sacks
Gotta
are a
figure that
QB
out.
Sacks
I-
are a QB stat, I'm afraid.
I know who's going to be in a worse situation is Caleb Williams next year.
Yeah, he's gonna be fucked when he doesn't have 30-year-olds blocking for 25 seconds.
Oh my god!
I'm not
picture of
worried
David-
about Pac Wilson. That's for sure.
So I just looked it up. David Carr is coaching at a high school in Bakersfield because of course
Nice.
he is,
Hmm.
and nobody has ever looked like they're from Bakersfield more than David Carr, and I mean that in the worst way possible. Also, this picture
Jesus,
of
what
him,
is that hair?
this picture of him and Derek, it looks like they're about to enjoy a sultry kiss.
Huh?
That is literally the cover of a rom-com. That might have to go in the thumbnail this week.
Gay rom-com.
David Carr absolutely drives a 4th-gen Camaro.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and
What
Sam
does
Howell
this have
gets.
to do with Bears, fucking Bears comics?
No, you know what it has to do with? If he drives a 4th-gen Camaro, Sam Howell drives himself into the ground.
Sam Ayers
Jimmy, I'm
walking
going
out
to
into
lock you in my
traffic.
trunk and drive my car off a cliff.
You.
Lock you in my trunk and drive in the water or something.
That's what I said, but worse.
No.
No, like you did a worse job at saying it.
Okay, Stan.
No. I think that murdering people by drowning them is awesome.
What is that Bo
I mean,
Burnham
so do
quote
I.
where
That
he was like, I want to strap you to a bed of nails and strap that bed of nails to the hood of my car and watch you suffer as we drive through an LA parking lot during an earthquake.
What the fuck?
Go on.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, but Justin Fields had another
Murder
game
Dewey's
where it was
died.
like, oh yeah, he knows how to play football when his team and his coach helps him. His
Oh,
coach is like,
Yeah.
And
Here-
DJ
here.
Moore too.
yeah, we
Mhm.
we drew up a play where somebody's open. We're
So,
trying something
you
new
can do
this
that?
week.
Wait,
Oh.
you can have people open down the field?
Yeah.
No
That's
way.
what?
I never knew that.
Oh, DJ Moore, by
At
the way,
my
in
op-
this game, became the first Bears receiver with 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game since 1954. They hadn't done it in 70 fucking years. That was before the AFL even started.
That was back when Norm Van Brocklin was shoving Lincoln logs up his ass or whatever.
The Bears, like, they genuinely just try to be like a pre-World War II team on offense
It's
half the time.
awesome.
Yeah.
We should like him for that.
Yeah.
You know what? True, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, this is back-to-back games where Justin Fields threw 4 touchdowns and like over 270 yards. So it's like, man, it's crazy what happens when you like help
Yeah,
your quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when, you know, when an entire city is energized with the death of a, you know, an all-time great football player too that represented your city.
Yeah.
So, rip Dick Butkus. So
Rip dick butt.
Yeah. Also, just like all-time great football name, Dick Butkus.
Oh, absolutely.
That man was
Generational.
born to be a linebacker. So,
Uh-huh. It's the most fitting name in the history of the NFL.
You know, obviously, like, super sad and tragic that we lost such a great in the game, but also very fitting for the Bears to put together arguably their best performance in about 3 years on the night that it happened.
yeah.
No better way to honor one of your best players than the way they did. So
Also, if you hadn't been following him on Twitter for the last couple of years, just go read through his tweets. They're all fantastic. Because like 80-year-old Dick Butkus just got on Twitter randomly after like the Packers lost in the playoffs, and then just spent the last 2 years just making fun of Packers fans and Aaron Rodgers.
Remember when he just when he did an AMA on the Bears account and he just posted his face?
Yeah. And like people were like, is it like his daughter? And he was like, no, it's me. I'm running the account. So yeah, the Bears get their first win of the season. And I get burned on another Bears lock.
Idiot.
Them's the breaks. But you know, we as the Commanders, we will rebound from this, and we'll go get them next week. So.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, too, by the way, did you see that he's challenging Travis Kelce to have a debate on the effectiveness of COVID vaccines?
God. Wow.
He went on the Pat McAfee show yesterday and proposed that him and RFK Jr. would debate Travis Kelce and Fauci.
Wow.
What the fuck is this timeline?
I think we should put Aaron Rodgers down.
No, don't put him down. Put him back in that fucking mountain hut that he was in for a week back in the off season.
He needs to get behind the back of the shed, and we just need to get over it with him.
Yeah, he's got a bad leg. We gotta put him down.
Yep.
Old Yeller him.
Old Yeller. He's got rabies.
Honestly, I would have fasted. Also, a plot line from fucking Blue Mountain State is they found out that Thad has been giving himself rabies shots before games to make him more fierce. And then one of the guy who's the running back takes him thinking they're steroids, and then he's just like foaming at the mouth for the entire game.
Oh, fuck.
So, Bears commies. We'll skip forward to Sunday morning in London, where
fuck.
the Jags beat the Bills 25-20.
Inbred.
I can't.
Pennsylvanian inbred.
Okay, communist.
I have I have one picture.
We're all the commies, remember?
I have one picture to describe the Bills game, and this is this.
Yeah, Matthew put that up.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I can't even tell what's supposed to be happening.
Why do we got 4 receivers like this? What is happening here? Ken Dorsey, you fucking terrorist. You goddamn psyop son of a bitch. I'm gonna hurt him.
I appreciate that they were like, hey,
I woke up at fucking 6 a.m. for this shit.
We're flying to the other side of the earth to a different country.
Left on Friday!
What if we did it on Friday?
What are you doing?
A day and a half before we have to play football.
What are you fucking doing?
Just brilliant.
The defense played good, even though they had Matt Milano fucking out for the season, and Daquan Jones, who are 2 probable fucking all-pros.
That's a
They lost it on the same play!
To be fair, though, I mean, the Jags have a pretty good defense, and it showed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. This was just they looked like they weren't ready. Yeah.
Fucking God. Ken Dorsey is so confusing to me because he had an excellent game plan against like the Dolphins, and then he just shits the bed here. I don't understand. He just never calls play action, even though Josh Allen's the best quarterback on play action. I don't understand, man. I don't know why we don't use Dalton Kincaid. I don't understand what's going on here. I want to die.
It's just bizarre. This like I say.
At least you can score.
Be
grateful for the 20 points you do have.
On the other side, though, like this was also the kind of breakout game we've been waiting for the Jaguars because they've looked kind of stuck in the mud on offense all year. And, I
Yeah.
mean, they held the Chiefs to 13 points. Like we know their defense is good.
Trevor Lawrence needs to not fumble the ball 3 times again, though.
Yeah, he's got to work
In
on
the
that.
fucking 2 of them in the red zone.
Yeah, a big thing too with this game, like Trevor Lawrence has played pretty well this year, but like it's been a lot of drops, and we'll talk about drops more later on.
Oh.
Yeah, like receivers were catching the ball. ETN went off and had that like absurdly long touchdown as well. Calvin Ridley finally
Fucking
showed.
Ridley literally was open every play because Kyer Elam stinks.
Yeah, and like that's a weird problem the Bills have too. Is they're like super stacked at
corner-
safety, but their corners are terrible.
Their corners are not looking great.
Yeah.
And Trey White being out just makes that even better. You know how we fixed it? Josh Norman
Oh God.
brought him back. Bringing back the corpse of Josh Norman.
Someone call Thin
That'll
Lizzy
do
because
it.
the boys are back in town.
Fuck me. Just fucking trade for someone, please, for the love of Christ.
Von Miller was back though,
Yeah,
so limited
but
play.
he only played one half, so.
Yeah.
He's the
There,
one
man.
with the glasses, right?
How do you not know who Von Miller is?
I know.
You know,
He does-
how can you? He's like the most beautiful man in the world.
Oh, he does.
He's also
have
like
Because
probably a
of his
first ballot
glasses?
Hall of Famer.
glasses. He
Yeah.
wears really narrow glasses too. What
He's
the
got-
hell?
Goofy glasses, yeah. Well, I gotta get the picture of Wide Vaughn now.
Yeah,
Wide
we
Vaughn.
gotta stretch him horizontally
Wide
to make him
Vaughn.
visible.
Where's Wide Vaughn? I post it
Have-
every time he gets a sack.
Have you ever seen Von Miller does the Hingham and Kringleberry celebration?
I think I have.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
hmm God, I
Um,
love Von Miller.
Yeah,
I love that man.
I really appreciate Von Miller and Cam Jordan because they're just like two of the best defensive ends you've ever seen, and they're also just absolute dorks.
Yeah. look at him.
Like very few people.
Wide Vaughn.
Very few people have a voice that matches their face less than Cam Jordan, if you've ever heard him talk, because he has such a soft, like nice voice. And then he's pile driving your quarterback into the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And then that was the
It's
second
always
of-
the fucking Jaguars too. Like,
Why'd you
it's
just say it
always
like
the
that?
What do you mean?
Jaguars, hello?
What? Dewey,
You literally just said Jaguars, so we're not
Dewey,
overlooking that.
Dewey.
No,
Oh
no,
my God.
no!
Dewey,
Oh my God, I
Dewey,
don't
we're
care.
putting you in a fucking cellar and we're beating you with a lead pipe. Shut up.
Not if I beat you with it first.
Shh. Motherfucker, you'd be out of breath before you have it in your hand.
Projection!
Anyway. Can we talk about the Patriots getting their shit kicked in now?
Hey, we're gonna
Yeah,
get
like
there,
that.
asshole!
Can we
We're
just
getting
get to it?
there.
Can we get to it? Like, can we transition
dwell
a
on the
little bit
Bills
now?
game a little bit longer?
Yeah,
What
yeah, I
else
think we
is there to
should.
talk about other than Ken Dorsey's goddamn terrorist?
Yeah,
Why are we still playing football in London?
I don't
Oh.
know. That's a good question.
I kind of.
Why does a team have 2 weeks in London?
I mean, to be fair, like, there were a lot of people at that game. Like, It's a-
always
like,
the same
I'm sure the players hate it and all
teams.
that, but like it's popular there though.
A
Yeah,
big part
but like
too is
the
that like,
fields are
Shad
also
Khan-
fucking awful, dude.
Well, that part's
definitely
definitely an issue.
That too.
Yeah, Shad Khan like is the one like basically
Yeah.
volunteering every year. It's the same thing as like the Lions and Cowboys hosting a game on Thanksgiving every year. So
Yeah, but the field on that oh my god,
yeah,
they need to figure it out because holy shit, it's horrible.
Yeah, hopefully the field in Germany isn't that
There's-
bad.
it was pretty bad last year. But
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I remember it being pretty bad last year.
yeah, the London and Germany games like it's cool that like the fans come out so much for them, but it's such like a logistical nightmare.
Oh yeah,
So-
they
Yeah.
need to like just I don't know, just build a stadium already for fucking NFL games. Huh.
Mhm.
Well, I was
Just
gonna say,
do it already.
because Tottenham Stadium was built only like 3 or 4 years ago. It
Yeah,
was
but,
built
like-
with NFL football in mind.
Yeah,
but
but like,
using
the-
turf, just
yeah,
don't.
field's for soccer. It's not for fucking big
Take-
meaty dudes
It's for
slapping
stupid
into each
Euro
other.
football.
Take the
Yeah.
shitty turf from MetLife and put it in there, and then just
True.
So not only do you suffer
True.
a devastating knee injury, then you have to fly 14 hours back home. It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's like having a water park and a country kitchen buffet. It's the best of both worlds. And that was Jags Bills.
I hate playing the Jaguars.
Dewey, who do you hate playing? Is it the Saints because they won 34-0?
My first
So-
answer wasn't going to be the Saints, but my last answer wasn't going to be the Saints either.
So last week, Bill Belichick had the worst loss of his career, which was a 35-point loss.
And he followed that up by posting the second worst one the following week.
It's an improvement though,
No.
because they only lost by 34 this week.
Not only, though, was it the second worst loss in Bill Belichick's career, this was the biggest home shutout loss in Patriots history.
Pretty sure
Like-
it was the first, the first shutout since that, I think it was 2014.
2016, when
Oh,
I think that was the Jacoby Brissett game.
Oh yeah.
When Brady got suspended and Garoppolo got hurt. But yeah, the Patriots had never been shut out at home that badly ever.
Yeesh.
So it's not good. And Mac Jones got benched again. And after the game, Bill Belichick said he's still the starting quarterback again. What the fuck are we doing?
To be fair, Bailey Zappi was pretty bad too.
Well,
literally
no,
the
I'm not
exact
even
same.
talking. No, I'm not even talking about them starting Bailey Zappi. I'm talking about you bring Malik Cunningham off the practice squad and you fucking start him next week. Because if we're gonna suck anyway, at least do it a little differently this time, and see if Malik Cunningham's NFL material or not. What's the worst that could happen? Like, if they're gonna lose by 30, I'd rather them try something new than do the same stale old shit that clearly isn't working.
Yeah, but it's
So-
not an immobile white quarterback, so they're not going to bring him off the practice squad.
Well, they have Will Greer on the practice squad, so they could just start him instead and keep the mold going.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to
Oh,
have
no.
your immobile white quarterbacks to win your Super Bowls or whatever.
I mean,
I think the biggest thing with this team is they're just not very talented.
yeah.
well,
Like their
they're-
premier running back is Ezekiel Elliott.
like there are some talented players. The issue is that they don't really mesh well together at all. There's no sense of identity in the offense whatsoever. So you could sign as many people as you want, but it's not going to matter if you can't figure out how to game plan them all together so they all look good.
All the Patriots dudes, they're all like the third best guy on like another team.
Like
Literally.
Juju Smith-Schuster won the Super Bowl last year, and I'm pretty sure he made a Pro Bowl at some point in his career. He has 86 receiving yards in the first 5 games of the season.
It's because Juju's not
He's
good
invisible.
anymore. He's not good anymore. He
But-
hasn't been good since fucking, like, what, 2019 maybe? 2020?
Probably before his knee exploded.
Yeah. Just like, and there's just like, there's no one that, yeah, there's just lack of talent, is the best way to put it.
I think at this point, I said it last week, but especially more so now, like, at this point, you've got to fucking let the floor fall out and get a top pick. Because there's too much wrong for it to be salvaged in the middle of the season. Like, you can't fix one leak because there's still 5 other ones that are causing just as much of a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, extend Mac Jones.
I mean, Derek Carr played
True.
decent despite him being hurt. The Saints defense was really fucking good in this game.
Yeah, so just a little stat for this game. If the Saints offense didn't show up to the game, they still would have won.
Yeah, like 14-0.
Yeah, because Mac Jones has now equaled Tom Brady's career record for pick sixes thrown at Gillette Stadium. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He has 3 pick sixes this season already. Jesus Christ.
He's on his
And-
Matt Schaub arc.
He's on a tear.
Alvin Kamara in this game also broke the Saints' career touchdown record that was previously held by Marquise Colston, which is kind of interesting. But
Oh wow. There's
Yeah.
a thing about or tidbit about the Saints offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael that I want to tell you guys about because I heard this week. So, first off, Pete Carmichael was named the offensive coordinator last year, and he didn't want to be the OC. He doesn't like his job.
Huh.
And so after last week, he was asked about like integrating motion into the offense because the Saints were dead last in pre-snap motion in plays. And he said that he was like, "Oh yeah, we actually have motion like in our playbook. We just haven't called any of those plays." And then this week they led the league in motion. So it's like he's literally playing fan-controlled football right now.
What the fuck?
So like if you ask Pete Carmichael for a play, he'll probably run it this week. So his requests are open.
Why would you not?
Can we request that Derek Carr throws it to triple coverage every play then?
We're gonna run a first down fake punt every time.
All right.
But yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, the Dodgers are down 4-0. Oh, I'm rock hard. I'm rock hard. Fuck you, Lance Lynn, you burger-eating fuck.
It's funny just how incompetent some people can be at their job. And we'll get to one of those later as well. But yeah, the Saints are somehow 3-2, and it doesn't feel like it.
And the Patriots might actually be the worst team in the NFL now. Like, I think if the Patriots and Bears played tomorrow, the Bears would win by 20 like they did last year.
No.
I don't know. There's one that I think might be worse.
There's
good thing the team you're thinking of does play the Patriots this year.
Yeah.
So it'll truly be the worst game of the season.
Is it the Panthers? Panthers play the...
Oh, I forgot about the Panthers. Yeah.
See, I was thinking the Giants with that one.
Yeah, the Giants are who I was thinking of.
Giants are bad, but the Panthers fucking stink. Panthers or the Broncos. Actually, no. I think it's... It's hard to see who's the worst team in the league right now.
The Giants have been outscored like 72-9 in the first half.
That's true.
Well,
bad.
the Patriots have been outscored 72-3 in their last 2 games.
Ugh.
So, take your pick with that one.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Patriots Saints. Another matchup, which is a team that hasn't been as good as we thought it was going to be versus a team that's been way better than we thought they were going to be. The Falcons beat the Texans 21-19 on a walk-off Younghoe Koo field goal. This just proves that Arthur Smith just doesn't care what anybody thinks, and because everybody's been criticizing Desmond Ridder, and then he went out and threw for 320 yards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he's just there on the sideline like, yeah, I told you, bitches.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Kyle Pitts had his best game of the year too. Like, the Falcons did stuff.
He didn't score a touchdown, but
But they finally targeted him a lot of times. Drake London got targeted more. Like,
it's crazy what happens when you target fucking Kyle Pitts. Oh
Kyle
my
Pitts
God!
only has 3 career touchdowns.
No,
yeah,
he doesn't.
What?
He does. It's insane. They just don't target him in like the red zone.
Don't use him.
They just don't use him, even though he's one of the best tight ends I've ever seen in my life.
He's he was top 5 pick, right?
Top 5 pick in 2021.
Top 5, yeah.
This is already his 3rd season.
Why on Football Reference is there his full name and then in parentheses a unicorn?
Because he's a goddamn unicorn.
He's bisexual.
What does that even mean?
I think it's because he's like so good that he's like a unicorn. You know what I mean?
Is that his nickname or is that just a title they gave
I think
him?
that's what they called him coming out of college, at least. Some of the people did. Some of like the draft people.
That's weird. When was the last time he scored a touchdown?
That's a good question. Let me look.
He scored
last year.
one his rookie year in week 8 of last year.
Fuck.
Which was against the Panthers. That was the Thursday night game against the Panthers. Oh no, that wasn't the Thursday game, but it was against the Panthers.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. He did get hurt last year. He did miss the last 6 games.
That was that dumbass PJ Walker Hail Mary game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
What are you
just-
doing, Falcons?
Why don't they use them? What do they know?
I don't know.
I don't
Arthur
get
Smith.
it.
Arthur Smith
So
is a
weird.
fucking terrorist.
On the other side, though, CJ Stroud still hasn't thrown an interception through 5 games as a rookie.
Yeah.
He now has the
249
longest streak, or the most amount of
Destroyed
passes
it.
without throwing a pick to begin a career in NFL history.
That is crazy. What if he just never throws an interception?
You jinxed it.
You play like 15
He's gonna
years in the
throw,
league
like-
and you just never throw a pick.
He's gonna have a 4 interception game now.
Yeah.
100%.
As we
He's
know,
gonna
my
eat
predictions have
alive
been
next
so
game.
good this year. So
Yeah.
And the Texans may have lost this game, but they kept it close and had the lead late. And like, this definitely finally looks like a team that's started to be on the up and up after what's been a horrendous last 6 years.
yeah, they are definitely
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be on the in the hunt graphic in November when they're showing like the playoff picture, and then there's the couple
Maybe.
teams
I
that are
don't think
still
they're
clinging on.
quite playoff ready.
No, but that's why they're on the in the hunt graphic. They're going to be.
I think
in
they're
November you're
not-
going to be like, oh, the Texans are still alive. How about that?
I could see them being like 7-10, maybe 6-11,
Yeah,
but that's
I
still
think
a
that's-
huge improvement from what they have
Yeah,
been.
I'm thinking 6 wins, just outside the playoffs picture. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But in the hunt.
Not really in the hunt, but you know, kinda ish. Maybe
On the
if
tail end
a
of the
plane
hunt.
crash happens, you know.
Yeah, a couple more.
Yeah,
plane
need
crashes.
2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, I mean, like, is anybody trying to win either of the South divisions this year?
No, they
I think that-
usually never are.
I think the
Bucks are
Bucks might
trying.
be.
Yeah, but
Mm,
I
never
mean, the
know.
Saints. The Saints look like they tried, even though that wasn't a divisional game. But yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if we have anything else to say about this game, but that was football.
Football.
The Falcons
Football
need to
did
decide
happen.
if they want to be good or not.
Real. They did. I mean, they did the same thing last year, where like Mariota as the quarterback, they were like really competitive, and then they just like fell off a cliff. And
And
then
that
then
should
Mariota
happen-
Turned into
Mariota-
Mariota.
Hang on.
he Irish goodbye his fucking job.
You go from Matt Ryan, who's one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time. He leaves, and you get fucking. Hang on. You get Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ritter afterwards.
Not
What
great.
are you doing?
Not great.
What is your plan? Who is their backup?
Taylor Heineke.
Heineke.
Oh, that's right. That's
Oh,
right. NFL
yeah.
young boy.
Yeah.
NFL
I mean-
young boy.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, if Ritter can play like this most weeks, he may not be a bad guy to keep around. It's just how often can he perform like this, and how often are you going to get the 149-yard 3-pick games?
Yep.
That's-
And that was Falcons Texans.
Ugh.
Let's talk about another bad South team, because the Lions beat Panthers 42-24.
The Lions are
God,
for
this
real,
is
man.
Shit stomping.
Lions are for real.
The Lions are for real. Bryce Young
Panthers.
looks like he is lost right now. It's bad.
Panthers are a complete fucking
Panthers-
disaster.
Everybody
are a
looks
dumpster
lost
fire.
over there.
They're a complete dumpster fire going on right now.
I
Honestly,
know-
at this
I know-
point, I think they'd be better off just benching Bryce Young for the season and letting Andy Dalton play. Like,
Bring
they
out the
they
Red
lost the
Rocket.
Seahawks game, but Andy Dalton actually had a good game in that game. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't see any point in trotting out Bryce Young right now when the whole team is that bad. He's not going to gain anything from playing in these shit fests. Just let Andy Dalton do it and
There's
learn
no-
what he can.
Talent
okay,
around him,
Pause.
either.
Hang on. I keep alt tabbing to Discord to see if anything new's been posted. I keep getting jump scared by Von Miller.
Wide Vaughn. Wide Vaughn watches you whack off.
Are you seriously watching porno by yourself?
Absolutely.
No,
Not
I'm with my
the-
boys.
dad.
But
No, I'm with the
I mean, Adam
Science.
Thielen's been a good signing for the Panthers, but if you want to talk positives, that's really it.
About it. Yeah.
That's it.
DJ Chark
That's-
is invisible.
Their O-line is terrible, too.
Now
Oh,
that the
it,
Bears
it's
have won a
really
game.
bad.
Now that the Bears have won a game, it's time for everybody to shit on the Panthers.
Yeah.
True.
Well, the best part about this too is with the Bears win, they actually screwed up their tank. So now instead of they still have the first 2 picks in the draft because the Panthers traded the fucking first overall pick to get Bryce Young, who is
Fucking
not playing
idiots.
well.
Well, hey, and they traded DJ Moore in that trade, and look what he just did.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
There's nothing says we're building nothing says like this is a pathway to success than trading away all of your best weapon on your team to get a quarterback to then throw to nobody. So, and Steven, I saw you posted as well, and I had seen it, but a very weird interview with Frank Reich where he kind of hinted at the fact that he didn't want Bryce Young, and it was
Really
David
weird.
Tepper-
Decision.
Yeah, that was very
Yeah.
weird.
which
Very strange.
yeah, it's strange considering we're only in week 5 and that's what your head coach is maybe leaking.
Eesh.
But like when you look at the quarterback choices that David Tepper has made since he bought the team, because he benched Cam Newton. I know he was hurt, but Cam Newton got benched for Kyle Allen and then kicked both of them to the curb for Teddy Bridgewater. And Kyle Allen played well in 2019, I might add.
Yeah,
Kicked
all
both
things
of them to the curb
considered.
for Teddy Bridgewater, who again played pretty solidly, and signed him to
Okay.
a big deal, and then kicked Teddy Bridgewater to the curb for Sam
Yeah.
Darnold, and it was not very good. And then Darnold
They brought
either
back
got
Cam
hurt
Newton.
or got benched for PJ Walker, and then he didn't like either of those. So then they brought in Baker Mayfield, and then benched Baker Mayfield for PJ Walker, and then cut Baker Mayfield, and then benched PJ Walker for Sam Darnold. And then, Cam Newton came back for
Yeah,
a couple
Cam Newton
games
came back,
somewhere
yeah.
in there. And then they got rid of all 3 of them again for fucking a rookie. I'm drawing a blank on his name, right? Bryce Young and Andy Dalton. Like, that is so many fucking quarterbacks in 4 years.
Yeah.
They also drafted Matt Corral last year and then released him in the offseason.
Yeah, I forgot about
yeah.
that.
They did.
Did Matt Corral come back?
Have we found Matt Corral yet?
me
I
find
think.
it.
Oh my god, I
Let
forgot.
me,
think
let
we
me go.
did.
Let me go looking. You guys keep talking.
We're gonna go.
Okay, go look
we're
for
gonna
Matt
go
Corral.
on the search for Matt Corral.
Yeah, no, it's just like low key tire fire that nobody's really been talking about is how fucking dysfunctional the
Oh, he.
Panthers
Wait.
have been. Well, Matt Corral up
Huh.
it.
Oh, that's from last month. Never mind. Why did it say
No.
12 out? Fuck you, Bleacher Report. I'm gonna firebomb you.
And you got to remember also that David Tepper fired Ron Rivera mid-season when they were like 5-6, and then replaced him with Matt Rule. And
That
then
was an
fired Matt Rule
underratedly bad
mid-season.
firing.
Yeah, and then fired Matt Rule for Frank Reich, who I'm starting to think might be a little overrated as a head coach because it did not end well in Indy, and it's not going well here.
Yeah, Frank Reich's not very good.
I mean,
Nope.
to be fair, in Indy, it was very easy to not blame him with all the dumb shit that was going on. But with how this season started, I think maybe we should have paid more attention to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially because the Colts have already turned it around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they hired Steichen, right? The Colts did,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's even with the injuries that Anthony Richardson's had. And we'll talk more about that. But like the fact that the Colts were this dysfunctional, literally not even a calendar year ago, and they're already looking this competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
say
that's
what
starting to
you-
say a lot more about Frank Reich than we thought.
Say what you will about Jim Irsay, but he trusts his gut a lot, and it works.
yeah.
And Tepper, what he's doing with the Panthers is just money driven.
Yeah.
Which is
on the
even
line-
more insane because a lot of Panthers fans are super happy to see him buy the team, and it wasn't whatever. I forget the
Jerry Richardson.
Yeah, like a lot of them were super happy to see Jerry Richardson sell the team, and it's like, well, nothing's improved.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Jerry,
it's
Like
not
Jerry
worth
that was a
Richardson's
lateral
also
move at
a
best.
bad person, but yeah.
Yeah. I just found
Yeah.
a picture of Jerry Robertson with Strom Thurmond. Yeah.
On the Lions side of the ball, Jared Goff still playing an extremely high level. That's pretty cool.
Dan
Uh,
Laporta
there's-
too. Again,
There was a really good tweet, which I'll have to link in here, but it was Aiden Hutchinson getting a sack, and somebody said this is how Waluigi would rush the passer, and I've never seen a more accurate description because he's like wildly flailing his arms while he runs. It's super funny.
Is it like watching Steven Seagal run?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He's doing like windmills with his arms while he's running. It's hilarious.
It was a fucking awful rep, but it looked funny.
Yeah, it worked though.
It was mostly because Bryce Young just kind of walked into a sack, but whatever.
So yeah, Lions advanced to 4-1, which is kind of crazy to think about. While the Panthers
freaky to
fall
think about.
0-5. Dude, coming into this year, I was like, the Lions looked really good at the end of last year, but I was like, I know better than to get my hopes up, but like they are for real. They are.
Watch them go on like a
100%
fucking
for
8-game
real.
losing streak.
Yeah.
They're 100% going to have that happen to them.
Yeah.
The other thing is, the other teams in that division are shit. They got hot at the right time, and they are running away with it.
Yeah.
But
So.
it would be really funny if they lost, just because it's the Lions.
True, yeah. Yeah, and that was Lions Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Next
that
up.
was football.
Speaking of Frank Reich's old team, the Colts, they beat the Titans 23-16 in a pretty good game.
It's an AFC South matchup. You can list the score, you can list who scored, and since about 3 people watched it, nobody else gives a fuck, so we can just move on.
Yeah,
what's the
literally.
next game?
I did not watch this game.
I do want to say one thing about
All
this
I
game.
saw
I'm now
is that AR-15 got injured, and that's about
yeah,
it.
I actually watched this game. It was a pretty good game.
I'm also now 0 for 5 in picking Titans games this year. You can go fuck yourself.
Shut
So,
up,
coming into
Dewey.
this
No
game,
one cares.
The Colts had lost to the Titans at home, I think 7 times in a row.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
This was a bad Tannehill game. A lot of
Tannehill.
wide open throws that he missed. A lot of sacks given up too. Or no, sorry, only 1 sack, but he was under pressure like constantly. Anthony Richardson was playing well and then got hurt again.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. And then Gardner Minshew came
sad.
in and showed why Gardner Minshew is going to be extremely rich next year because he is about to get like the biggest fucking free agent contract.
Some dumbass is gonna put a shit ton of money into him. I hope he gets signed to a $5 million fucking $100 million deal.
Same thing with Zach Moss too,
5 year,
because
$100 million. Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor came back in this game, had a very limited snap count, and Zach Moss, on the same token, ran for over 160 yards again.
Oh my God.
Like, which does that say more about Zach Moss, or does that say more about the Bills? Because Zach Moss never looked that good in Buffalo, despite him having that talent. Now he goes to Indy, and it's popping the fuck off.
It's because the Bills don't help their running backs, and Ken Dorsey doesn't design good fucking. They tried to use him as like a power back is the thing. He's not a big guy. He's 5'9". They've used him on 3rd down a bunch.
Bruh.
Yeah. And what else was there? Oh yeah, and also Ken Dorsey doesn't know any other play call other than halfback draws. So yeah, on 2nd and 10.
Dude, I'm
It's
looking
every
at,
goddamn
like,
game.
what team would potentially sign Gardner Minshew? Like, commies? Maybe?
Patriots.
Yeah, probably.
Vikings?
Please give Gardner Minshew a 5-year, $200 million deal. That'd be really funny. Do that. That'd be really, really funny.
I'm down for it.
I want him to get his bag and be as awful as possible.
What
will
if
not tolerate
Rodgers
Gardner Minshew's
retires out of nowhere and he goes to the Jets?
Oh my god.
That would rule. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor returned in this game too. They finally fucking paid the man. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he rewarded them for 6 carries for 18 yards. So,
Pound that rock.
yeah, somehow the Colts are 3-2 and are tied for the lead in the division.
And the Titans continue to make zero fucking sense with everything they do.
Yeah. They were like, yeah,
I don't know.
sign
How do
Hopkins,
how do we
and
scout
then
this
we'll win.
team?
Like, they beat the
Like-
Bengals, which, I mean, given the recent history of the Bengals, looks at least good on paper. Beat the Browns, who've had a lot of recent success this season, looked good. Lost to the Saints
Browns.
while looking terrible. Oh, that's right, they lost to the Browns, but they
won.
I meant
they
the Chargers.
Beat the Chargers, you mouth
That's
breather.
right. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I can't hear you over your mouth breathing, Dewey.
I can't hear you over your bald ass head.
Projection. Holy cannoli.
True.
We need to bring up a picture of Dewey and his fucking
Shaq is a
shiner.
bald fraud.
You look at Dewey, you got a big
But
old
you know what?
shiny chrome
It's okay.
dome on you.
It's okay because Ryan
Calm down,
Tannehill is
Chrome
also a
Dome.
bald fraud.
Is he? I'm pretty sure Ryan Tannehill has hair.
He's bald.
Yeah. Ryan
Bald
Tannehill
is a mentality.
has more hair than Dewey, that's for
It's
sure.
a way of life. It's more of a mindset than anything else, really.
Yeah, look at Austin Cindric.
True. Learn bald.
He chooses to be bald too. which is
Yeah,
the worst
exactly. It's a
Yeah.
skinhead.
Furry skinhead.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Be surprised.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I know one.
about
His name
the
is Dewey
Tennessee
Schramm.
Titans. True.
part. Yeah, that was the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let's talk about another shitty team, which is the New York
No.
Giants. 'Cause They got beat by the Dolphins 31-16.
Fuck.
This game was close at one point, though.
Yeah,
For
briefly.
1 point.
They allowed 7 sacks again, and Daniel Jones hurt his neck. So it's almost like you
His
shouldn't have left your
neck.
quarterback in the game after 2 straight
Fuck it.
40-point ass whoopings. But
Fuck it.
who am I?
They just won't
They
remove
won't.
him.
They
It's-
won't take out their
it's
starters.
like- It's like Brian Dable is trying to kill Daniel Jones because he was like,
I
well, I
don't
didn't
blame
want
him. I don't
and
blame him.
He's getting paid way more money than me, so maybe if he dies, I won't have to have him as my quarterback. So
He took out a life insurance policy on Daniel Jones.
Oh, yeah, and Devon Achane now has 3 100-yard games in his first 4 career games, despite
Yeah,
being
now
hurt in
he's
this
hurt.
game.
yeah, I was gonna say, and he also has a season-ending injury, I believe. So
No, it's not season ending.
I don't think it's season-ending, but
oh, it's just
not
IR,
not
yeah.
great
IR.
either way.
It's like
Yep.
4 or 5 games. Can't remember.
Have we heard about Kayvon Thibodeau apparently being a bust as well?
Is he? Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. He
He's
hasn't
been a-
really gotten a lot of pressures.
He's
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
not a lot of
he
sacks.
has a bit of an attitude problem as well.
Yeah,
no.
so my introduction to Kayvon Thibodeau was I'm an avid listener of Around the NFL, and leading up to his draft, like he was just doing a tour of NFL Network like while they were recording and just asked if he could just go on the show, and it was really cool, and he was like super funny and super charismatic and everything, and like he had a really cool interview too where like one of the guy who's a host is a Jets fan, and he was like, I would love to have you on the Jets, and he was like, dude, pick up some phones, get me to New York, and then he ends up going to the Giants, and like he ended up having like a second interview that was really uncomfortable and weird, and he like straight up said that he wasn't friends with them like on the show.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
And like to be fair, they did ask him some really weird, stupid questions, but he was just like not down to clown at all. And then yeah, he was kind of a punk ass last year, like the Nick Foles thing where he was doing fucking snow angels on the ground while Nick Foles was just dying.
That was
I
was
forgot
funny.
about
That was
that.
funny.
And then
was
he
pretty
like
funny.
looks over and he's like, "Damn, bro, that sucks." Anyway,
Imagine if he did that and he laid back down and started doing more.
yeah, he just like fucking Hulk Hogan leg drops him. Yeah, he's kind of not a huge fan anymore. My first impression was really good, but
Yeah,
that
he's-
appreciation has kind of disappeared. So
He is a garbage time merchant. He's 7th in sacks, but how half of those, or like all of those, have become in like the 4th quarter when they're down like 40. So
yeah,
take it out with what you will.
it's weird. Football,
weird.
Unfortunately,
Anyway,
Yeah,
the New York Giants fucking suck.
dude, they're so bad.
Imagine
That's
being
pretty
a
funny.
Giants fan.
Yeah,
I would have
almost
painted my walls with my brains if I were a Giants fan right now.
imagine how the Daniel Jones. Oh my God. I went on Daniel Jones's fucking Football Reference page, and one of his nicknames is Vanilla Vic. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Look
Are
at
you
this.
kidding?
Go to his page
Oh
right
my
now.
God,
It's there.
Oh my god!
It's there. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Oh,
That is
my God.
unbelievable.
Vanilla Vic.
Why does he look like that?
He's such a fucking dork. That's
Yeah.
like he looks like the most Duke man who has ever lived.
He does, yeah. He is
literally
Dan
is
Smith,
just-
BYU.
I just
Yeah,
went to
literally.
I just went to his Instagram. He has an endorsement deal with a water company. He's endorsed by Poland Spring Water.
Poland
Ew.
Spring.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
He,
This
guy is
just
making
a
like
weird
$70
fucking
million.
guy. Yeah,
I gotta-
he's making way too much money.
what was it that I said last week? Was it during the show
Something
last week?
stupid.
Anytime you bring up a picture of Daniel Jones playing football, looks like he's going.
He does. He constantly looks like he's like, please don't make me play football.
It's like that with Mac Jones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones and Mac Jones have the same facial expressions.
Yeah, the
Nobody.
the pro-
Oh God.
okay, no,
If
you can go.
If you Google Daniel Jones, the first 3 pictures are the same fucking picture. It's the same picture.
Daniel Jones is literally like when you're creating a player in Madden, and he's like the default starting player.
Oh yeah, he
Like,
is literally
he has
like
no defining features.
he
Even
has.
there's like if you were to cast a guy to play a quarterback in a TV show, you would put him in number 8. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. At least he can use his legs sometimes when he's not tripping over himself.
and then he outruns himself and falls over.
Yeah, well, I said that basically. Well, you know, whatever. I guess I'll go fuck myself. Ah.
Fraud.
Yeah, the vibes I'm getting from Brian Daboll right now are getting progressively closer to the ones I got from Ben McAdoo when he was the coach of the Giants.
I'm getting
Great
Matt
first
Nagy
year
vibes.
where they won a playoff game and probably overperformed, and then the floor falls out in year 2.
Is that Miles Adams eating Daniel Jones's pussy?
Excuse me.
What?
Look!
It is.
I don't know if I can
That's-
put that on the thumbnail, but we'll see.
Huh.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I think I was saying this last week, but it reminds me of Matt Nagy too, where Nagy won Coach of the Year in his first year and made the playoffs, and then immediately was like, "Oh God!" And also, they're both bald, so just saying.
True.
But I'm
Bald
even getting it with
frauds.
McAdoo because Ben McAdoo got fired before year 2 ended. And
Did he really?
if the Giants continue to
so.
play this bad, I don't think it's out of the question for them to fire Daboll before the season's over.
Brian Daboll.
Oh
Please
my
come
God,
back.
he did. He only lasted a year and a half.
So
Yeah,
if they fire Dayball, who do they hire?
they should rehire Matt
Ben
Patricia.
Ben McAdoo.
Yeah, no, bring in Ken Dorsey. Go after another Bills fucking offensive coordinator.
Surely,
No, hire Leslie Frazier.
This'll fix it.
no, but I mean,
Urban
like,
Meyer.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Suburban Meyer.
Daboll's a Belichick guy, so I mean that's 2 Belichick guys in a row they've tried.
Yeah.
No, what they
Surely
should
the
do
next
is they
one will work.
should fire him. They should fire Daboll, hire Bill O'Brien, and then the Patriots should hire Daboll as their offensive coordinator.
And you guys still would be 3 and like whatever the fuck it is.
Absolutely.
Let me
Yes.
find Belichick's coaching tree.
It's bad.
It's
It's not
really
great.
bad.
It's not. Yeah, I know it's not
Eric-
good. I just
Eric
said it's great.
Mangini, Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame, fucking Josh McDaniels now twice.
Matt Patricia,
Patricia,
Romeo
yeah.
Crennel, Al Groh.
Oh my god, I forgot about Al Groh.
I think Flores is like the only one who's kind of good, and even then he still got fired.
Yeah.
He got fucking shafted though. That wasn't
Yeah,
bad performance.
Joe Judge was another Belichick guy. It is really funny to compare like Belichick's coaching tree to Andy Reid's coaching tree, because Reid's is like, I mean, he comes from the oh my god, what was the guy's name? He was the Packers coach for a long. Mike Holmgren. He comes from Mike
Yeah.
Holmgren's
Yeah,
tree, which is, like,
Holmgren.
him, John Gruden. I'm struggling to remember other guys, but Andy Reid's coaching tree is literally like John Harbaugh, Ron Rivera, Doug Peterson, all of the guys under Peterson. So that includes Steichen and Reich and
Gannon now with the Cardinals.
Yeah, Gannon, Sirianni. Oh God,
and then there's Belichick.
Sean McDermott is from Andy Reid's coaching tree. Todd Bowles, like the comparison between their two coaching trees is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I will say, there's a lot of college success in Belichick's coaching tree.
A lot of Rutgers guys.
Yeah. Bunch of lunch pail guys, you know.
Lunch pail type of guys.
Gym rats,
Hard nose.
Dan Quinn's on here. He's not
Why
doing
did I
anything.
think you were going to say Dan Quayle?
Well, Dan Quinn's the DC for the Cowboys. He's doing a pretty good job there.
Is he?
So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, except this
Sometimes.
week. So we'll get there.
Sometimes he feels
Mario
sometimes
Cristobal
he
is
lets
part of the Bill Belichick coaching tree.
Sometimes
Is he
lets the
really?
Atlanta
Yes.
What?
Whose coaching tree is Condoleezza Rice part of?
Oh, Cristobal worked with Saban, who worked with Belichick. That makes
Oh,
sense.
that's right. He was at Alabama.
Yeah.
Anyway, we didn't even talk about the Dolphins. They're really fast. That's all you
Who
need
cares?
Yeah, they're fast.
to know. Yeah, they only faced an 8.
Unless they're against the Bills.
They faced 8 third downs. That's all you need to know. Yeah, and those Giants Dolphins.
How do you call this Bill Belichick? This is Nick Saban's coaching tree, not Bill Belichick. Fuck you.
I mean, it's a branch off
Sure.
of it, but
Yeah.
That's claiming something that's not yours.
It's imperializing it.
Yeah, literally. Kirk
Yeah.
Ferentz is on here.
oh, Jim Schwartz is part of the Belichick coaching tree too.
Wait,
He was a scout while he was the Browns coach.
no, Kirk Ferentz is actually part of the Belichick coaching tree.
Oh my god.
Huh.
What the fuck?
He was on the Browns with Belichick.
Huh.
He was their offensive line coach.
Oh yeah.
So the Browns, for a season, the Browns had Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, and Kirk Ferentz.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Yeah, here's some of Andy Reid's coaching disciples. Leslie Frazier, we didn't mention him. Pat Shurmur, Steve Spagnuolo, Brad Childress, Matt Nagy.
Brad Childress.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bill O'Brien. He's a Belichick guy. Yeah. So anyway, football.
Yeah, good stuff.
Indeed.
Bill Belichick's a fraud carried by Brady.
If we're talking
That's-
about coaching trees and nepotism, how about your Steelers, Steven?
Yeah, but they won. It's not
Beat
even
anybody.
nepotism, it's just
Nepo baby
laziness.
franchise.
Yeah, they
Promote from
just
within.
don't feel like interviewing anybody.
Yeah, literally.
God.
It's
I fucking hate the AFC.
This is one of those games too where
Oh
it's like,
my
wow, the
God,
Steelers
this is
scored
so
17
boring.
points. They definitely scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal, right?
Yeah.
right. Right.
My favorite part about this game was Matt Canada being mad that Kenny Pickett audibled into the game-winning touchdown. I don't know if
Okay,
you guys
I
saw
saw
that
this.
clip.
And I do need to clarify because he was looking for flags before he celebrated. And they cut it off before he celebrated.
Oh.
Okay.
Boo! I wanted more misinformation.
Yeah.
But
Boo,
Kenny,
spreading
Kenny
Somebody's a
misinformation,
Matt
funny.
Canada fan, apparently.
yeah, extend Matt Canada. Preferably with the
Uh-huh.
Patriots.
Oh,
No,
that's pretty good.
no.
too.
Don't put that evil on me.
You guys should trade offensive coordinators.
Who even is the...
Thank you.
Oh, it's Bill O'Brien. That's right.
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, the biggest thing with this is nobody on the Ravens could catch the fucking ball.
Oh,
No.
God, it was
And
awful.
Lamar looked like
I-
shit.
I think they had like 9 drops in this game, which like the Ravens
God.
were leading the league in like league low drop numbers, and then Zay Flowers and I believe Nelson Aguilar were like, "Here, you have this."
Well,
And then-
Nelson Aguilar's dropped him his prime himself, so that
Yeah.
fits.
especially like when they're throwing babies out the window. Yeah,
Dropped him as prime. That's Eric Ebron.
you guys remember that?
Ebron's actually decent now.
You guys remember
What?
that clip though in like
Kind of.
2019 when there was that building that caught
He's
fire?
a
in
free
Philly?
agent.
What? Oh, I was thinking of fucking what's his name? Shit.
Thank you.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, yeah.
Evan Ingram's good, but that's
Yeah, do you guys remember
for-
that
I
news
mixed-
clip
I
though in
mixed those
Philly
two
where
up.
there was that building on fire and the guy was talking about it throwing
Yeah,
babies
of
out the
course.
window and he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
were catching him unlike Aguilar."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Gunnar Olszewski tried to throw the game again.
Gunnar Olszewski is one of the worst football players I've ever seen.
Extend him.
It's actually
toe-tapped
insane
a
because-
kickoff a couple weeks ago, and then he was
That
like, "I
was
can
one of the
limit that."
funniest things I've ever seen.
The crazy thing
Like,
about Gunnar
what is
Olszewski
the
is like
idea?
everything that made him valuable when he was on the Patriots, he left in New England when he went to sign with the Steelers.
Well, at least New England
Nothing
had
he
something.
did that make him a valuable player he's done in the last 2 years.
It's bad.
Oh,
Wait a
God.
second.
He's got to have nudes or something.
What was the Steelers punter's name? Because they have Brad Wing now.
Yeah,
fuck, what's his name?
Presley Harvin's hurt.
Presley Harvin.
Oh, god damn it.
What happened to Presley Harvin? What the fuck?
I
Oh, you
forgot about
hang on.
Brad
Well,
Wing.
they have a
oh my
they have
god.
a
Presley Harvin
6'3" fucking Australian punter now.
Ew.
That's a big ass boy.
Yeah, but fucking Presley Harvin was just a fat punter, which was awesome.
True, yeah, he's a thick boy.
Was fat.
Yeah, they have,
Oh,
they
yeah,
have an
they-
Aussie as their punter now. So,
They signed Brad Wing because Harvin was hurt with a hamstring injury. So he healed up. He's been healing up over the bye weeks that are releasing Brad.
Huh.
Anyway,
Be quiet.
Yeah, I mean, last week we were talking about how the Steelers, you were like, the Steelers aren't going to win more than 5 games. This is exactly how they're going to win 9 games. It's just through
Mhm.
purely.
It's gonna
gremlin
fucking happen
tactics.
again.
They shouldn't, but they will.
Also, TJ Watt now has
fucking
8 sacks
cockroach.
through 5 games. TJ Watt also
Watt is
once again
him.
on pace to break the single season sack record. Maybe he'll do it this time.
Just ridiculous.
He better.
He also didn't have one against the Texans, so it's really 8 sacks in 4 games.
There was a
Built
really
different.
good urinating tree tweet about this. It was be praised one of the greatest coaches of the generation. Team offense, one of the worst in the league. Keep hiring shitty coordinators and assistants. Team defense is high end talent and splash plays. Opponents continually self-destruct against you. Do nothing with it for most of the game. Make splash plays in the final minutes of the game. Win. Repeat formula for better part of a decade.
Yep.
Refuse to elaborate.
I hate those cockroaches.
It's just kind of funny at this point.
I
Yeah.
just want to see. I just want to see agony in Pittsburgh for once.
It's never going to happen. They're not going to
It
have a
was-
losing
It
Yeah,
season.
needs
agony.
to happen, but it won't.
It's not going to. You can't.
Well,
It's
see-
an unstoppable force.
Well, see, the thing with the Steelers is they're never going to have a record that makes you think it's agony, but it's going to be agony while you watch them get to that record.
Mhm. It's like watching an Iowa Hawkeyes game.
Yeah.
That's why the jerseys match.
Yeah. And they
No,
both
it's,
have terrible offensive coordinators.
Yeah, and Austin, friend of the show, got to see Iowa in person last week.
Friend, he's been here.
Not in a long ass time.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Dewey, shut up.
I'm not taking
Yeah,
this
that
from
was-
you.
Next to the other game.
Steelers-Ravens.
Another game.
Eagles Rams.
Rams are
This was
frauds.
good.
No, I wouldn't say they're frauds. The Rams are
They're
just not very
frauds.
talented.
They're frauds.
What
They're
are you
they're
yapping
playing
about?
above their
Frauds.
talent level.
Frauds.
Because this game was really tight in the first half, and then they had
Yeah.
like 40 yards in the second half.
Yeah,
The Rams
this
had-
game was good in the first half, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Rams had 1 sack in this game, and it was by Zach Van Valkenburg.
That's a name. Oh my god.
Wow.
That needed to be said.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp came back and is still really fucking good. But yeah,
Not at the expense of Puka Nacua, though, really.
No, not at all.
Ugh.
Yeah, this game though was like, this is the exact way that like the Eagles are built to win, was to just like slowly suffocate you, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, and you're gonna probably see this where like teams are gonna be able to hang with them for a while, but then they'll just fucking pull away at the very end because the Eagles are still really good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup. Yeah.
Yeah, the first Rams game post Cam Akers, and their running back room still is not good.
Yeah.
Jack, please. Jack, are you done yet?
Anyway,
Hang on, I actually have
what
a
were we
grown
talking
tube on
about?
my soundboard. Hang
Oh,
on.
you do? Yeah. Oh.
All right. Anyway, that was Eagles Rams.
Anyway,
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
shut up,
Dewey.
Dewey.
The bot can't hear the soundboard.
I don't give a fuck.
Bengals Cardinals. So the Bengals finally actually looked like themselves.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow 300-yard game. He was like,
And
my
Jamar
leg is-
Chase did some things.
Jack, I swear to God. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jamar Chase had 192 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Jamar Chase single-handedly saved my fantasy team this week. I had
don't
negative
talk about your fucking fantasy team.
Shut the fuck up!
Rule one. God.
Rule 1, always
Fucking idiot.
Rule 1, make fun of Jack.
Oh, that's all I hear from Dewey Schramm's mouth.
All right. Can we please get this back on track?
I'm saying your address. I'm gonna say your address, so Matt
Please
has to do
don't.
more editing.
Please don't. I really don't want to.
Jack, I'm gonna shove him inside of a Burger King deep fryer.
Don't make me say it.
I swear to God, I'm literally hovering over the server mute button for Jack.
Don't make me say it.
Anyway, Josh Dobbs finally had his first not great game of the season. 2 interceptions, alongside 2 touchdowns. But
While we're on the game, how did Greg Dortch do this week?
He did not have a reception or a target.
2
Jesus.
punt
Oh, man.
returns for 22 yards. He was
Alright.
also on the field for a defensive play. I don't know why.
What?
What? What the fuck?
He's listed when you go onto the stats.
Oh, yeah, he
on
is!
Google, he's listed as having 0 tackles and 0 assists. I don't know why. Maybe it was like a first half Hail Mary attempt or something, but Greg Dortch was on the field for the defense at some point.
Real two-way player.
No,
We
it
need
says he had a
those.
tackle.
Did he really? I gotta find it now. I gotta put together
It
my
had to be
Greg
on like
Dortch.
an interception or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was on one of
Oh.
Dobbs'
Yeah.
picks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I gotta make a Greg Dortch hype video that's like just that.
Yeah, like the Laquan Treadwell one.
Yeah. But yeah. So the
You can't
Bengals
stop me.
finally had a game where they looked like themselves. It just goes to show that we know nothing, because all we've talked about is like, oh, Joe Burrow is hurt. They're not going to do anything until he's not on the field. And then
I mean, I still thought they
wrong.
should have taken him out for a game, but the fact that he can play like this, or that he could play like this while not 100%, shows you how good he is when he is 100%.
oh yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah,
Ugh.
Bengals Cardinals.
Yep. Bengals Cardinals.
Finally, we're starting to get into some of the juicy ones, starting with the Nat Hackett revenge game.
I
Because the
can't
Jets
believe they
beat the
pulled it off.
Broncos 31-20 with a wild fourth quarter comeback, basically.
This was
this
so
was
fucking
another-
funny.
Solid to not good. It was an okay game from Zach Wilson. Like, this was like middle of the pack level, which is what you need to see.
A complete game manager game.
And Brees
Yeah.
Hall was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
This
Um,
fucking Broncos. Jeez, Louise, man.
Zach Wilson did have one
Oh.
ugly interception, which was red at the end of the game while they were up 10 or up 3. But then the big thing was the Broncos defense strip sacking Russell Wilson of the ball and returning it for a touchdown to go up 10 with just like a minute left. And the Broncos defense is terrible also.
Awful.
They are on
Generational
pace
bad.
they are the worst team in NFL history in DVOA on defense through 5 games.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Which, I mean, a big part of that is the 70-point game, but like, I
But
think even
still.
without that, they're still right up there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is a historically bad defense.
Oh, yeah.
So
Holy shit,
Which
man.
is weird
They
because they were
literally
good
cannot stop
last
any-
year.
yeah, they like literally they were like
Decent,
an all-time
yeah.
great defense with an all-time terrible offense. And
Yeah.
this year they're like a functional offense with an awful defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Vance Joseph. That
Did you
yeah.
see at the end of the game when Sean
Uh,
Payton was yelling at Russell Wilson on the sideline?
I did.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Not
funny.
great.
So,
I just
No,
hope
not
that
great.
Sean Payton and Nathaniel Hackett found each other on the field after the game.
I don't think they did. I
Oh,
know
damn
Saleh
it!
shook his hand, but I think Hackett just dipped. Because apparently Sean Payton said he was going to reach out to him and never did. So
Oh,
What a fucking
What a
douche.
fucking asshole.
yeah. I'm trying to
Fuck.
find his quotes, but he basically said that we're going to do the exact opposite of what they did last year. And they are technically doing that. So,
Yeah,
like we
they're
were
somehow
just talking
even
about.
worse.
So
I think it's great too that after every game, Robert Saleh gives out one game ball, and this week he gave it to Nathaniel Hackett.
yeah, they named him as an honorary captain in this week too. So that was really cool. Yeah, and it was like I know we shit on Nathaniel Hackett a lot last year.
Because he
As
was
a
deservedly
head coach,
so.
yes.
Terrible as a coach. He's
Deservedly
not a bad
so,
dude
yeah.
at all. He seems like a good dude. He's just a dork.
He's just bad as a head coach.
and then
Yeah.
Sean Payton is just a garbage human being
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
and a terrible football coach on top of it.
yeah.
When are
the
we gonna
Jets had a
realize-
great tweet too that it was like a shock.
Sean Payton, like,
oh my god, why
just
am I
like-
Kevin James meme?
Like people joke
Sean
about
Payton-
Brady carrying Belichick, but Drew Brees carried the fuck out of Sean Payton.
Yeah, when are
Sean
we gonna
Payton,
talk
like,
about Drew Brees being wasted by Sean Payton?
that couldn't happen to a better guy. But anyway,
That's true.
And the fact
That's
they
true.
wouldn't have even won a Super Bowl if their fucking defensive coordinator hadn't put a bounty on everybody they were playing.
it's
I
so
might-
cool
I
that
think
Sean
I'd-
Payton like fucking let that happen and then got a movie made about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he
I think
I would-
had him in a
I think I
positive
would
light.
push
That's
back,
pretty cool.
a little bit against the saying Sean Payton wasted Drew Brees, because you have to remember, like, Drew Brees was not that good of a passer when he was with San Diego. I think Sean Payton is a very good offensive mind, but like
Yeah, he is.
he's just a dickhead.
Yeah.
And like
He
you also
also
have to
kinda
remember
just-
that like when the Sean Payton and Drew Brees Saints were at their like highest, they were like unbelievably unlucky in the playoffs too. I mean, in
Yeah.
back-to-back
Good.
years, they had the Minneapolis Miracle and then the missed PI.
I
call.
think that's just karma.
yeah,
Really.
it might just be the
That's
karmic.
just
It
the
force
could be,
of
yeah.
universe.
That's the football god saying "fuck you, die."
And then they lost to the
Yeah.
Vikings again in the playoffs 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
in overtime, and then lost to fucking Brady after they beat him. They swept the Bucks in the regular season and then lost to them in the playoffs at home.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
was
They are,
dumb.
I believe, in that 4-year span, like in terms of wins and all the stats, like basically the best 4-year dynasty to never make it to the Super Bowl.
See, that-
It's like up
Good.
there with like the Dan Fouts Chargers and like some of the later Marino teams and everything. And you know, like the peak
I
Phillip
bet the-
Rivers Chargers.
Bet
There's a
the
lot of
Killer Bee
Chargers teams in
Steelers
this
are
list.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Jeez Louise. Oh
But-
no, not the poor Steelers fan.
But see, now I'm starting to think like, obviously Nathaniel Hackett didn't make
13
it through
seconds.
the
Kill
full
yourself.
season last year. Like, how realistic could it be now for the Broncos to fire Sean Payton in year 1 before the season
mean,
even ends,
So
and
here's
it
the
happens
thing.
again?
Here's the thing. So coaches aren't under the salary cap. So it's not like just like cutting ties with the quarterback that you signed to a bunch of money. And oh yeah, by the way, they're owned by the Walmart family. So they have unlimited money.
yeah,
Infinite
it's
money glitch.
fine.
Yeah. Sean Payton's gonna be they're like, we're not firing you, we're just changing your assignment. You're now a Walmart greeter.
No, and you gotta change the stickers from the smiley faces to when he looks like a fucking bleached asshole with his mouth closed.
um
You think Sean Payton bleaches his own asshole and
Oh,
then
for
stares
sure.
at it in the mirror?
I don't want to think about this.
For sure.
He spends his free time at home with a pack of cigarettes and a short length of hose.
Anyway, that was Jets Broncos. Desperately changing the subject away. Chiefs Vikings, where I mean, this is the Vikings thing where
Vikings.
they just they make it look close, but it's not close.
Fucking Vikings.
Yeah. They're 1-4. I think Kirk Cousins is getting traded before the end of the year.
Probably.
The
Yeah,
Vikings were 11-0
Yeah.
in one-score games last year. They are
literally
0-4
lead-
this year.
Kirk leads the league in touchdowns for some reason.
Garbage time, baby. Gotta love it.
God's,
Oh, 1-4 actually. Never mind.
God's favorite garbage time merchant.
You're telling me the Vikings spent all that time making fun of Stat Padford, and now Kirk Cousins is the garbage time merchant?
Literally.
Pretty funny, honestly.
With this win, also, Patrick Mahomes has now beaten every team, because, I mean, technically there were games that he did beat the Chiefs in by not playing well.
I guess.
But he is the youngest quarterback to beat every other team in the league in NFL history. So, or the fastest to do that. Yeah. So
When's he gonna beat the Chiefs?
2039 when he's on the Bucks.
Yeah.
You heard it here
Kirk Cousins'
first.
Contract is up at the end of this year, so he's 100% getting traded.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
New England.
A lot of people are saying New York, but like,
well,
does he want to be the interim guy for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh God!
Ew,
do you really think? Do they think it's going to take that long for Rodgers to heal?
So
or
the
they
thing.
do you
It's
mean
a
they
torn
trade
Achilles.
for
He's
him?
done for the year.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Well,
I thought you meant sign for him in the offseason.
So because Aaron Rodgers is having an experimental Achilles treatment.
Of course he is.
Hang on. He thinks he's going to be back after the bye week.
What?
I'm dead serious. He said that.
What?
Aaron Rodgers. So the procedure he's doing has been used on a few, I think, baseball players who were 20 years younger than him, and it cut down the recovery time drastically. But Rodgers is like, yeah, no, I'm coming back this year.
Yeah, bullshit he is.
Please. Goes back out there and tears it again.
No, he tears the other one.
Wait, after the bye week?
Yeah.
They play the Eagles this week, and then it's their bye week.
Yeah, Rodgers thinks he's going to be back in like a month.
Did he say the bye week, or did he say before the end of the season?
I think he said it's like sometime after the bye week. Like
there's no
like
that is
month.
medically
There's actually
impossible.
no shot.
That is medically,
possible.
scientifically impossible.
Yeah, no.
Well,
They
Aaron
need to-
Rodgers doesn't believe in science, so that doesn't do anything to him, Steven.
Even
Yeah,
alternatively, scientifically.
The Achilles tendon is a social construct. Okay.
He is boofing so much ayahuasca. It's unbelievable.
What?
That is ridiculous. He should
Hey,
just
Mom,
start
what's
smoking
ayahuasca?
crack.
This
Hey,
fucking
shut up.
guy.
I want to see Aaron Rodgers on the sideline after a touchdown, just smoking crack.
Yeah, it was like
True.
because when Mike McDaniel
Like-
was vaping on the sideline, like Rodgers has just got a fucking crack pipe.
That's like
on
when
the
fucking Mark
sideline.
Sanchez was hiding the hot dog.
That or like
Just
this would
hiding
be
a fucking crack pipe on the bench.
Just hiding behind his leg.
I'm just imagining that, or they cut to like the desktop camera they have up in the booth for like the OCs, and Rodgers is just smoking crack. Oh my god. Yeah, and that was Chiefs Vikings. So the Chiefs good, Vikings bad. That's all you need.
Yeah.
To know. Do we have to talk about this one?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
we do.
all knew this was going to happen.
Absolutely.
Sunday Night Football.
Not like
This is
this.
The 49ers. I saw this happening.
I knew that
The
they were going
49ers
to
beat
lose,
the
but not this
Cowboys.
bad.
42-10. I turned this game off at half. It was only 21-7 at halftime, and I knew this is the direction this game is going. And I knew that because you had a series where the Cowboys fumbled it like in the red or in their own like 20-yard line, and then picked off the they didn't pick off the 49ers. I think the 49ers like immediately.
Nope.
Oh, they fumbled it. That's right.
McCaffrey fumbled it back. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they, I think Dak threw just like an absolutely hideous interception.
Yep.
In the end zone.
Yeah, and so then they're down 21-7, and Dak gets sacked on second down, and on third down with like 30 seconds left and 2 timeouts, they fucking kneeled it out and just tapped out. And I was like, I'm not even watching this shit, and I turned it off. And then I checked again an hour later, and it was 42-10, and Dak threw 3 interceptions on 3 consecutive drives.
Fuck.
It was bad.
Yeah, Dak was awful.
Yeah.
Dak has just been, man, what happened?
Oh, but
He's like just the most average quarterback
lowered his
now.
turnovers and everything. Yeah, no.
He's like the most average quarterback in the NFL now. Can't even call him like top 10.
Dak Prescott is funny because he is god tier against shitty teams. Or sorry, against mediocre teams. Because when they play shitty teams, they also lose.
Oh yeah.
And then
He's
when
like
he has
Tony
to face
Romo.
when he faces a good team, he absolutely crumbles. Like Tony Romo would play good enough in big games to get your hopes up, and then he would throw
like
a devastating
that,
interception.
But Dak never even started
like
that
that
way.
Yeah,
Broncos-
Dak just crumbles from minute 1.
That Broncos and fucking Cowboys game from 2013, I think about a lot.
Where
Oh yeah,
Tony
that
Romo
game.
played the
both
game of
just
his
went
life.
Fucking
And-
off. And
Yeah.
but then fucking Peyton Manning also had the game of his life.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that one very well.
That's perfect. That's a perfect encapsulation of Tony Romo.
Yeah. Yeah, Dak is just maybe the worst big time game quarterback I've ever seen.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
it's
It's
so-
not great.
I'm over it. I really
Tony
am.
Romo threw 500 yards in that game, by the
He
way.
did.
And lost.
Yep.
They also gave up a rushing touchdown to Peyton Manning in that game.
Yep. On a bootleg.
Yeah. That fooled
That's one of the
literally
funniest
everybody,
things I've ever seen.
including the cameraman.
Wait, hold on. In that game, Peyton Manning had 4 carries for -8 yards and a touchdown. That's
a great
fucking
stat line.
awesome.
Oh my god. Yeah, I dude, they're not winning shit with Dak Prescott, and I'm fucking sick. Even as a Cowboys fan, I'm sick of the media hype around Dak Prescott. Like until and everybody, there's always the excuse of like, oh, what talent does he have? There's so much fucking talent, dude. Tony Pollard is
ridiculous
like
amount of
as
talent,
good of a
talent.
running back as there is in the league. They consistently have one of the best O lines. Like CeeDee Lamb is fucking fantastic, and he's done jack shit this year. Look, Vontae Turpin is fucking unbelievably fast. Michael Gallup's always been a really good number 2. Brandon Cooks is still good, and they don't do shit. So,
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just like, whatever. This is exactly what I talked about this year. I was like, they're gonna win 10 games, and then they're gonna get obliterated in the playoffs by the.
I think
49ers.
that's just Mike McCarthy football right there.
Yeah, it is.
Goddamn right.
So, on the other side, Brock Purdy threw 4 touchdowns.
course he-
Sam
God.
Darnold had 1 completion for a yard as well.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey has scored in 14 consecutive games, which is insane.
Jesus Christ.
And Brock Purdy has also still never lost a regular season game.
Just ridiculous. So
God damn.
I heard a really good description too of Brock Purdy where people talked about like, everybody always talks about like how good the 49ers offense is.
Oh my
and their
God.
system and everything. The best description I heard was like, yes, he is driving a Ferrari, but he's really good at driving a Ferrari. So, and I was like, yeah, I think that works.
I think
So,
he's just an average quarterback. Just a guy. He's a game manager, but he's slightly better than like Jimmy Garoppolo or whoever. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
he does what you need to, and he throws the ball to the open man.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Jimmy Garoppolo,
Yeah.
Oh
And-
no.
The Raiders beat the Packers 17-13. Garoppolo was
Uh,
in
not
this
great.
game.
Jordan Love was shit.
Yeah, Jordan
Somehow-
Love had a terrible night.
awful
Um,
night.
To
Awful.
rehash a bit from the last few weeks, he wore Max Crosby. He put him on at about 5 p.m. and took him off at 7:30.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Jordan Love had a pretty solid first 3 games, and he's had a pretty bad last 2.
yeah.
Yep. To
Um,
the-
which I
I'm-
mean, a big part of this too is this is basically his rookie year, but yeah, this was
For all
bad.
intents and purposes, yeah.
There was another Josh McDaniels special though.
Oh.
up 4 with like a minute left. and
This
he
was
decided
so
to
bad.
kick a field goal, and they
it
missed
fucking doinked.
Which, like, even then, kicking the field goal was not the right decision.
Yeah.
It was like
he just got away with this one.
It was 4th and 1.
Just go for it.
Just go for
end
it.
the fucking game.
Just go for it. I don't understand. It's you end the game while going for it. But
You wanna talk
no.
about football terrorists. Fucking Josh McDaniels. is a
Fuck, I
football
hate him.
terrorist.
God. I can't. He's more than a terrorist, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Worse than a terrorist.
He's bad.
I don't know.
And Jimmy Garoppolo is just
I'm gonna call him a
wildly
Nazi.
mediocre.
He did enough.
Yeah. And that was week 5. I don't know if we have anything else to say.
Yeah, Devontae Adams won his revenge game by doing nothing.
Yeah, yeah, true. He did not have a great game either.
Yeah.
So.
Classic
And
Jimmy
that was
G.
All right, let's throw it over to the dues desk.
Yeah, unfortunately, we touched on it a bit earlier in the show, but we lost Dick Butkus last week. He passed away at the age of 80. One of the all-time greatest defensive players the NFL has ever seen. 8 Pro Bowls in 9 years. Pro Football Hall of Famer. Great fucking guy. Rest in peace to a real one.
Wasn't he also an actor too, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was in a few comedies, I know that. Just funny dude. So,
Yeah, and glad the
Rest in
Bears
peace.
played their best game of the year when they did. Honor him well. Jamie Collins announced his retirement, played 10 seasons in the NFL, won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots, and also played for the Browns and the Lions. So wish
great
him well
player.
in retirement.
Also remember when he got traded to the Browns midseason for not getting along with Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And I think he compared it to like getting sent to prison.
Speaking of not getting along with people, the Bears traded Chase Claypool to the Dolphins. The Bears sent a 2025 7th-round pick with him and got a 2025 6th-round pick in return. So
They traded him for a first.
So the
basically
Bears
first.
essentially traded Joey Porter Jr. for 8 games of Chase Claypool doing nothing.
I want to point out they did not
Jesus
win a
Christ.
single game while Chase Claypool was part of the
Nope.
Chicago Bears.
They did.
They traded for him, they lost every game, and then they traded him away, and then they immediately won.
Jesus Christ.
He has that effect.
Yeah.
Things that make you go,
That's got to go down as one of the worst trades of all time. They essentially
What's up
traded
there?
the last pick in the first round of the draft for a 6th rounder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awful stuff. Awful stuff.
And Randy Gregory, who we thought the Broncos had released last week, turned out he hadn't actually been officially released yet, so he instead got traded to the 49ers along with a 7th-round pick next year for a 6th-round pick next year. So if that pans out, the Niners defense, which is really fucking good, just got even fucking better.
That was absurd.
Jesus Christ.
And the Rams traded Van Jefferson in a 7th-round pick in 25 to the Vikings, or not the Vikings, the Falcons for a 6th-round pick in 25.
Yeah,
It was Cam
with,
Akers they traded to the Vikings.
Yeah, with Kupp coming back and Puka Nacua slotting into the number 2 role, there basically just isn't a spot for Van Jefferson on the team.
It was like Allen Robinson in the offseason. He just became expendable for them.
Apparently he wasn't like getting along with the team either, so that's fun.
But they'll have a decent opportunity in with the Falcons, though. If the Falcons continue to use all their pieces like they did on Sunday, he should get some good reps and should play decent.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be interesting. David Bakhtiari had another fucking surgery, so he's actually out for the season now.
Jeez.
That's got to be it.
Yeah.
I think it's like his 4th or 5th surgery on that same knee now. I don't see.
Yeah, it's.
At the very least, if he comes back, I don't think he'll ever be the same player he was.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, he's what, like 30?
30 something.
32.
That's
Oh,
not
I
that
thought he
old.
was older than that.
See.
The Bills lost Matt Milano and Daquan Jones for the season. Jack touched on it earlier.
I'm gonna kill myself. And
Yeah,
I'm
Matt
gonna kill
Milano broke his
Dewey.
leg, and
Top
Daquan Jones tore his pec
fucking
muscle. Shut the
linebacker.
fuck up! This is my
No one
segment,
cares.
bitch!
I'm still reading Jack. All right.
The Jets' offensive line, which is already really bad, got even worse because Elijah Vera Tucker tore his Achilles against the Broncos, so he's out for the year too.
He got hurt in Denver last year too. It was the game that they lost him and Breece Hall for the season last year.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson got hurt again, suffered an AC sprain, which is the same thing that happened to Derek Carr a week ago. He already got ruled out against the Jags on Sunday, but he might miss up to a month. So hopefully it's not longer than that. Leighton Vander Esch hurt his neck against the Niners. He's out at least 4 to 6 weeks.
Shit! All right.
The Vikings put Justin Jefferson on IR. He hurt his hamstring, so he's out for at least 4 games. The Dolphins did the same with Devon Achane, who we talked about earlier. And the Cardinals also did it with James Conner, though in the Cardinals' case, that might be better now. But either way, not a great injury week around the league. Oh, and this one might be the shittiest of them all. Emmanuel Mosley, who tore his left ACL last year for the Lions, came back this weekend, and on his second snap back on the field, tore his other ACL, and he's out for the year again.
God.
Like, what the hell did he do to deserve that shit? That sucks.
Yeah.
That is awful. And then finally, our WTF or What the Football Moment of the Week. And this one might be the single dumbest one we've ever mentioned on the podcast. So, Miami played Georgia Tech on Saturday.
God damn it, Jack.
Fuck you, Dewey.
I unmute you for
Fuck
like 2
you!
seconds.
Fuck you, Dewey.
Anyway, Miami played Georgia Tech on Saturday. Miami was up on Georgia Tech by 4. I think it was 17-13 with 30 seconds left. Georgia Tech had no timeouts. Miami had the ball. So at this point, all Miami has to do is kneel the ball once. The game is fucking over. Nothing else happens. Everybody runs on the field. They do their handshakes, all that bullshit. Game's over. Miami wins. They're 5-0, looking pretty good in the ACC. So what do? They didn't kneel the ball out. They ran a running play. The running back fumbled it. Georgia Tech got the ball, recovered the fumble, proceeded to score a touchdown 2 plays later on a Hail Mary with 2 seconds left, and they won by 3.
It wasn't a Hail Mary. It was just a dime.
They
Or
just drove down the field and scored.
A deep pass where the defense fucking didn't cover the receiver at all.
Yeah.
And just like that, Miami took a winnable game where all they had to do was kneel it out and turned it into them losing by 3 and falling out of the top 25 and fucking themselves out of a chance to win the ACC championship. Good job, Miami.
They literally Miracle at the Meadowland did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
They did.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
Just ridiculous.
One of the dumbest things I've ever seen on a gridiron.
If Mario Cristobal still has a job by the end of the year, it's I will drink water.
How
Yeah.
is the
Fired
offensive
now.
coordinator not fired on the spot? Like,
Mario
Yeah.
Cristobal, you are the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots.
Literally,
Unbelievable.
all you have to do is not play football, and you win that game.
like,
You have to actively try to lose.
like, if anybody remembers when Lane Kiffin got fired by USC before he got on the team bus to go back to the airport, that's what should have happened to the Miami's offensive coordinator after that game.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever seen that clip from, I think it's Hard Knocks, and like the Jets guy shows up to the facility and he like punches in the code and the door's locked and he's like, "Man, you guys already cut me." That's what should happen. You should
Like,
show
just-
up and the locks are changed at school.
Just an all-time fumble of a bag, literally and figuratively.
Yep. So yeah, way to go. Let's kick it over to pick they thems, where we start Thursday night rivalry game.
Oh
It's
God.
Broncos at Chiefs. The Chiefs
Chiefs
have
beat-
won 15 in a row.
I was just about to say,
against
yeah.
the Broncos.
Jesus.
Yeah, make it 16. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Walking
I
the
will-
Chiefs.
Fuck.
Get fucked.
Die.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah.
across the board. Yeah,
Ugh.
I do not see any way that the Broncos win this game in anything other than just getting their asses absolutely whooped. So, yeah. Then we kick it off with the final London game of the season, where the Ravens visit the Titans.
Oh God.
I am.
Oh.
I'm 0 for 5 in picking Titans games this year, so I'm sure regardless of who I pick, it'll become 0 and 6 by next week. I'm picking the Ravens, and if they lose, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind on next week's show.
This feels
I'm-
like the kind of game the Titans win. So I'm taking the Titans.
I'm gonna pick the Ravens, even though I know they'll probably lose.
I'll take the Titans.
Hell yeah.
Lit.
Panthers, Dolphins.
Lock in
is-
the Dolphins.
God damn it!
God.
This is the definition of the stop, he's already dead game of the season.
Good
See,
lord.
this feels like a gimme, but this also feels like the kind of game that the Panthers could win.
Could be a trap game.
This
any
is like
given Sunday.
this reminds me
Yeah.
of the 2016 game when the Browns beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I think the Dolphins are going to win, and I'm picking the Dolphins, but, like, it really does have that dumbass fuck around, really bad team beats good team vibe to it.
It does, yeah. Yeah. No, Jack is not picking the Cowboys and Panthers Dolphins. What am I doing? There we go. Saints at Texans.
This is going to be an interesting one, I think.
This is tough.
This could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Texans for this one.
I'm
I honestly don't
Um,
know, though.
I think the Saints maybe unlocked something in their offense last week, and I think their defense is pretty good, so I'm going to take the Saints.
It's Jameis Winston time. Give me the Saints. Jameis. The crab leg enjoyer.
I feel like the Saints are gonna win, but then if the Texans win, Dewey's gonna be the only one that picked the Texans, and he's gonna look smart. And we can't let that
Oh.
happen.
Oh,
So-
true. Yeah.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah. Give me Houston.
Houston. Oh, baby. It's the team of Oofsides matchup. Commies, Falcons.
The commies
Yeah,
are
give
in
me
a
the
slide.
Falcons.
Give me the
Give me the
Falcons.
Falcons. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
Give me the Falcons.
So I stand alone. Are they
Sure.
no longer our team? Well, I will stand true with our team. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, well, we know ball, and we are not picking our team.
Colts at Jaguars.
Why do we have to pick AFC South games?
I
Like,
don't know.
I feel like you say this every week now.
Literally.
That's because he has to keep picking AFC
Oh
South
boy, I
games.
have to watch another Beth Mowens game that 20 people are at, and another 3 are watching on CBS 4 or something.
I am one of those
Get
three
a
people.
fucking grip.
For some reason,
Colts.
I always get like the AFC South games on TV here. Like,
That's
the
such
games
shit.
I always get. I always have to watch like obviously Rams, Niners, Raiders, and then the Buccaneers are always on TV here for some reason.
Well, that makes sense.
Ugh.
Tom Brady's from your area.
No, even before that, I had to. Do you know how much I had to watch Jameis Winston?
A lot.
Oh,
a lot. I
bad.
know that.
Oh,
It was on
Never
TV
mind.
a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I'm gonna take the Jags. Well, no, wait, Gardner Minshew revenge game.
Colts.
Colts. Yeah,
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
I'm just gonna take the Jags. Okay. Alright.
What are you, simple?
Shut up, inbred.
Seahawks,
Simpleton.
Bengals.
Ooh, the John Kitna Bowl.
It's Geno season. Give me the Seahawks.
I think the Bengals have figured it out.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
pick
I've
the
also
Bengals
picked-
as well, but this
think
could
I've
go either
also-
way.
I've picked the Bengals every single week this season, and eventually it's got to start paying off, right?
There you go, 2
No better time than now.
Jack, who did you have?
Huh? I said the Bengals.
I didn't hear who your pick was.
Why'd
I
you say
said
huh like that if you heard what he
Bengals.
said?
Shut the fuck
What?
up, Dewey.
Huh?
God.
Fuck you!
Nobody asked.
Vikings, Bears.
Oh,
Oh,
God. You know what?
baby.
Fuck it. Give me the Bears.
Oh, that's right. I got to put the floating, or ominous floating orange Bears helmets in the thumbnail for this week too, because we talked about that.
Are they wearing those this week?
I don't know, but we said if they won, we'd put them, or when they won. we'd
Oh,
put 'em in
that's
the thumbnail.
right.
Are they wearing
Shit.
the ominous orange helmets? I don't think they are. No, they're not. Oh wait, no, that's week 5. Wait, hang on.
Oh.
They are not. No, it's not even decided. Nobody knows yet.
Oh yeah, they haven't.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. The Browns are wearing their white helmets though against the 49ers. That's weird. Anyway, I will be taking the Bears.
Okay.
Give me the Vikings, I guess. Even though I don't trust them.
Yeah. Yeah, give me the Vikings.
Who the fuck am I gonna lock? 49ers at Browns.
Come on. 49ers by 50. I hope
I-
Deshaun Watson breaks his fucking leg.
There's a rumor
He
that
might not play again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But-
his arm hurt.
But apparently this time, if he's out again, they're going to start PJ Walker. Like-
Pager.
Huh.
I guess Dorian Thompson-Robinson played that bad against the Ravens that he's been demoted to QB3.
He did.
Yeah.
Huh.
He very much did. He was terrible.
Yeah, well, he
They're
was.
like, hey, Deshaun, do you want to play football? And he was like, nah, I don't really feel like it.
But, yeah, Niners.
Yeah, I mean, I have to take the Niners. I'm debating on whether or not I want to lock this game.
I wouldn't
'Cause-
lock this game.
The
see a
Browns have
better
a really
lock.
good defense.
Yeah.
The next game's a better lock.
Yeah.
Jack, you had the 49ers as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Patriots, Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo revenge game. Josh McDaniels revenge game.
Jacoby
Belichick
Myers has
revenge
the
game.
opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
Jacoby Myers revenge game. The
I'm-
Patriots at this point have become the Raiders farm team.
I'm picking the Patriots ride or die, but oh man, I don't.
Raiders.
Oh
This-
boy.
Get real.
Raiders.
This is the
I-
most coin flip feeling game of the season.
This, for how bad the Patriots are, it's still the Raiders.
You know what? Tie.
Yeah.
Belichick's never tied before. It's happening. This has to happen. Lions.
It is kind of weird. I've
Bucks.
never seen a Patriots tie before. Now wouldn't be a bad time to have one. Fuck it.
When was the last time they did tie?
Probably like the 80s or something.
New England Patriots ties. No, I don't need a necktie. I mean, I don't know when they've tied again. Oh, fuck it. I'll find it later. Lions Bucks.
I love the Lions, but Buccaneers.
Let's fucking go.
The Patriots have never tied in an NFL game, but tied 9 times in the AFL.
So they tied 9 times in a 10-year span, and they were like, all right, no more funny business, you guys. The merger just happened.
Yeah, so they have not tied in over 50 years.
Man, this is like asking me to pick between my children.
I'm gonna pick the Bucks. I think this has a chance to be one of the best games of the season, to be honest.
Lions.
Here I am
My-
thinking I was special for picking the Buccaneers, and Dewey goes and fucks it up.
Oh, for real.
Get
My
fucked,
God.
idiot.
Because Dewey always consistently fucking things up.
My
I'm
gut's
not taking
telling
this
me
from the bald
Lions,
fraud.
but my
That's
heart-
ironic coming from you, Chrome Dome.
My gut's telling me Lions, but my heart is telling me to stick with my short king.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna. I'll take the Lions. Damn it. Why do I have to pick between them?
You made the Daniel Jones noise in picking that game.
He just sounds like his name is Elmer or something. Elmer Jones.
Yeah. Wait, what is Daniel Jones' middle name?
Probably some shit like Eustace.
Steven, but with a PH. Steven.
Oh, so step 10.
No, it's Steven.
Dude, sound like fucking Mike Tyson.
Spinal.
Dude, you don't even do like the fucking spinal thing right.
Shut up!
You literally don't even do. You just say spinal. You don't even lisp or anything.
I don't give a fucking rat's ass. Go fuck yourself.
Imagine if Dewey had a lisp.
He already does. It's called being Bostonian.
It's true.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Anyway, Cardinals at Rams.
Cardinals.
This feels like a trap game.
For which team?
Yo, you know what? That's a good point. Oh, there are two very lockable games coming up. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take the Rams. I think Puka's gonna have a day.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Nothing going on in there.
No. Jack, that's rich coming from you.
Yeah, I may be fucking R-worded,
Stupid.
but come on.
You took a blowtorch to your dopamine receptors.
And I'd do it again.
And again and again and again
And again.
and again and again and again and again
And again.
and again and again
And again. And again.
Give me the Rams. Gonna leave
What was that?
Dewey by himself again.
Fuck you.
Okay. All right. Eagles at Jets.
Jets.
What?
What?
Huh?
What? What?
Excuse me?
You heard me?
God's
You-
smartest
you heard me.
Bostonian.
You heard picking the Jets.
I'm gonna lock the Eagles because the Eagles have never lost to the Jets.
Wow.
Well, now's a
ever.
good time to start.
50 years undefeated. It's time for the next 50 to go the other way.
Holy
Give me
shit.
Zach Wilson time.
Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
the
that-
Eagles.
That might be my favorite reaction to a pick we've ever had. We were like,
It's just genuine
yeah,
confusion.
what do you think we're taking? Okay. Giants at Bills.
Locking the Bills.
See, this is why
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked the Jets, because this could easily be a trap game for the Bills.
Don't put that evil on me.
It's the Giants.
Yeah, but the Bills find a way sometimes. They lost to the Urban Meyer Jaguars a couple years ago.
Yeah, they
This
did,
is-
but
this
this
is-
team is
The
dog
Bills-
de la
yeah,
ass.
the Bills are either going to
Well,
win by 80 or
They're not in MetLife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Giants!
God damn it, Steve.
Huh?
Gah? Quar?
Quar?
I'm gonna out stupid Dewey.
You.
Fuck you,
It's really hard to
Bean
do.
Boy.
I'm gonna take a blowtorch to your pubic hair.
All right, I've been meaning to shave.
Uh-huh.
And finally, it's the Kellen Moore revenge game. Cowboys Chargers.
Chargers.
Which
Wasn't
team chokes less?
Didn't Brian Schottenheimer
Fuck.
coach for the Chargers at one point?
That was, well, his dad was the head coach, but I don't know if
Oh, yeah,
Brian
no, his dad.
Schottenheimer revenge game. Hell yes.
His dad did, is what I'm...
Here's
Dewey
the thing.
Schottenheimer.
I can't. I swore off picking the Chargers, but I also don't want to pick the Cowboys.
Go for tie. Go for a tie.
No, because these teams don't tie; they lose.
Perfect time to start tying.
No. I'll stick with the Cowboys, but I don't feel good about it.
Give me the Chargers. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Chargers as well, but this has high energy on it.
Am I really 1v3 in you guys on this one?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
it's the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's true. God, we have a few 1v3s this week. Yeah, let's pick they thems.
No, we got one more.
Shut up, Dewey.
Oh, dude.
What?
God damn it.
Our
Fucking hell.
sicko college pick of the week: San Diego State at Hawaii. This game is on CBS Sports, so you can actually watch this one.
The fans are gonna win this one.
Yeah.
The fan.
Yeah, the one guy
The
who
fan.
went who's in Honolulu Stadium as it fucking collapses from rust.
It's got to be San Diego State.
I'm taking the home team with this, and I'm going the Rainbow Warriors.
Jeff Gordon, that's
It's gonna
my
be
pick.
San Diego State. Yeah.
Jeff Gordon's pit crew. Yeah. I don't watch college football, man. Here, I'll roll.
It's your
Point for-
problem. You're missing out.
I'm gonna roll. What dice do I grab first? I'm gonna roll this D6.
God, you're such a dweeb.
1 through 3. San Diego State.
Oh
4 through
my
6.
God.
Hawaii.
Get a 7.
Hawaii. Yeah. All right. And that was pick they thems. Shall we kick it over to Dunyan Rings?
Patriots.
All right. We'll add the Patriots in just a second. But last week we added quite a few teams. The New York Giants, Mac Jones, the USFL and XFL as separate entities, Enron, Theranos, FTX, Lehman Brothers, Meyer Shank Racing, Steve Adazio, the McRib, the Beefy Crunch Burrito, and Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll add the New England Patriots. I think they're
They're
I think
done.
we should.
They are
Are-
done.
Do we not have the Panthers on there?
Week 1 we put the Bears, Broncos, Touchdown Tom, Zach Wilson, Matt DiBenedetto. Don't know how to pronounce that name. Dewey's address jokes and Jack's guts. So, yeah, I think we're gonna
guts.
add the Carolina Panthers.
What name
Yeah.
can't you pronounce?
CHAIM Bloom. Is it Kime?
Kyle
Oh,
Bloom?
Heim Bloom.
Kime Bloom. Yeah. Yeah, they were talking about
racist.
when I think it was last week, or no, it was this week, obviously, when the Saints and Patriots played, and around the NFL said that they don't deserve to have new in their name, so it was the Orleans Saints versus England Patriots. If you think about it, the team that makes the most sense to move to London is the Patriots. So you don't have to change the name very much. Just drop new. It's just the England Patriots at that point.
Uh
The old England Patriots.
Yeah. So we got Patriots, Panthers. Who else is Dunyan Rings? Sheldon Creed. Yeah.
Well, he's going to college.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. He's not Dunyan Rings.
Pretty sure Ryan Hunter raised onion rings.
Good.
Good.
It's another Dunyan ring. The Baltimore Orioles. That's a Dunyan ring.
True, they are
Yeah.
Dunyan rings.
They are
Oh,
Dunyan ring.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Dodgers in about 20 minutes.
Oh, I pray.
True.
Well,
Mookie
let's hope
Betts
that's
and
right.
Freddie Freeman right now are a combined 1 for 21.
Yeah, 4-2.
Keep
Love
it
to
that
see
way.
it. Love to see it.
Connor Bedard is Dunyan rings. I'm counting them out.
True.
He's already-
Fraud.
Wayne Gretzky's already outpacing him in goals.
Let's
I'm
get
not kidding. It's
retarded.
been his second game and he's already behind Gretzky on pace.
Bum.
Yo. Of course, he scored his first goal against the Bruins, so that's very fitting.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck you.
Suffer, asshole.
I'm not. I still have all my players from my childhood, you dumb fuck.
Speaking of assholes, I'm gonna
don't.
put Sean Payton on Dunyan Rings.
I have
Yeah.
fucking Marc-Andre Vlasic and Hurdle. That's about it.
Oh,
Just be
actually,
Mark Edward Vlasic.
Sean.
I said
Sean
Mark
Payton,
Edward Vlasic.
You said Mark Andre.
I said Mark Edward Vlasic.
No, you
No,
said
you
Mark
didn't.
Andre.
Yeah, I heard Mark.
I said
Andre.
Mark. Fuck you guys. I hope you guys burn in hell.
Dumb
Good,
dick.
Already
good thing
there,
we're
bitch.
recording this.
I'm gonna burn
Yeah.
you guys.
So I got reminded of another bit on Around the NFL that they've been doing, where because the Broncos have head coach Sean Payton and GM George Payton, and they were like, that's going to be confusing. So they are like, during the summer, they're like, from now on, after this episode, George Payton will be known as Kevin Saunders. So if you hear that name, that's who we're talking about. We will not say George Payton for the rest of the season. And sure enough, they have called him Kevin Saunders like every single time with no irony since then.
What? Saunders?
I don't know. It's just the name they made up for him because they're like, we're not having two Paytons. So he's Kevin Saunders now.
Fuck it,
So,
I guess.
George Payton's real name. I'm putting that one on Dunyan Rings.
Okay.
And then
who else is
if he
Dunyan
gets
Rings?
fired, Kevin Saunders will be Dunyan Rings.
Oh,
so.
I was thinking about this earlier. Bob Barker's Dunyan Rings.
Man,
Oh.
why'd you have to do that?
Because he's dead. Hello?
God damn it.
The fuck do you think?
Be nice to Bob Barker.
Why? He's dead.
He's a cool dude.
He can't fucking hear me. Hello?
Anyway, I think that should be the end of this segment for the week.
No. We need one more thing on Dunyan Rings.
Dewey Schramm's hair.
Sure.
That
No, I
bald
think that's
fraud.
gonna make a comeback.
No, it's over. He's already bald. Give it.
Sure, whatever the fuck that just was.
How
Fucking-
about-
I've had enough of your
Joku's grilling skills.
Yeah, I've had enough of your verbal diarrhea, Jack.
Shut up, Dewey. You are diarrhea.
I'm just looking around my room for Dunyan Rings ideas now.
Prozac, Dunyan Rings.
Nah, you're spitting with that one.
Buckshot Jones diecast, Dunyan Rings.
True.
Yeah, I'm putting that one on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Buckshot. And that's Dunyan Rings. And that's Oofsides for this week. Anything else, you guys?
Football.
Yeah, football.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dennis Green, what do you have to say about that?
But they are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hopefully this
Yep.
podcast is what you thought it was.
What,
Mhm.
Dunyan
High
Rings?
quality as per usual.
Quar.
Quar. And,
Somebody on the Pittsburgh subreddit wants to rent a pig.
My fault.
Can we do a live, like if we ever do a live Oofsides, can it be from the Arby's on McKnight Road?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I've been there. It's nice.
It's an Arby's.
It was a nice Arby's.
Yeah.
It's an Arby's.
Aren't you like our resident Arby's defender?
No.
No.
Who is it? Who's it?
I
in the
can't
USRL?
remember.
Who's the
It's
Arby's
Probably
defender?
Dewey.
No,
Dewey
it's
would like
not.
Arby's.
I'm gonna search your name with Arby's right fucking now. I guarantee you've said you like Arby's. You are not beating the Arby's allegation. Well, there's you saying you're so fucking tired of Arby's. Okay, man, maybe I was wrong.
I can't remember.
Oh no,
'Cause you're
here's a
always
message
wrong.
from you from a year ago. Arby's way better when you ain't got a bitch in your ear telling you it's nasty.
That was
Oh
a year
my-
ago. People change.
What? Did you ever buy the Arby's hat?
No.
Did you ever
No.
buy the Meat Mountain, Dewey?
No, I didn't.
Why'd you not get the Meat Mountain? I got the Meat Mountain when I was 13.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened to me in second grade.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh.
It's a real thinker.
Oh.
Well, and on that
Anyway.
note-
Don't you remember Penis Inspection Day?
Oh no.
On that note, roll
That's
credits.
penis sides.
Don't you forget about me. Don't
Mountain!